Thanks everyone for coming here. So, 5.5 years ago, Jaylene and I were trying to have a quiet dinner out. We wanted to complain about how terrible all the boys in the world were, but this guy kept interrupting us to keep Jaylene's glass full to the top with rosé and make incredibly clever quips. Obviously we were intrigued. With just a little pushing, Jaylene left him a note on the back of the bill. It said, "Will you go out with me?" And he called her the next day. For the first week, Jaylene was shocked at how insistent he was. He acted like they were already together forever. It turns out Brian just knew before anyone else did that they actually were. Jaylene moved into his house 3 months later. Over the years, Jaylene and Brian have lived continents apart as much as they have lived together. While Jaylene was in France, Brian scoured the yard sales of upstate New York for porcelain cameos and coral earrings to deck her with when she came back. When Jaylene was in Africa, she would text him her news at the end of the day, and Brian was always up at 7 in the morning to receive them. Their devotion to each other is so strong that they would spend every minute of every day together. They're so committed to making each other the best that they can be that the 10,000 miles between the Pacific coast and the foot of the Grand Hills isn't enough to keep them apart. Even breaking up only made them love each other more. Brian and Jaylene made the commitment to each other a long time ago. It's an incredible, amazing thing. They've decided that they would be together no matter what happens. And even though they don't know what lies ahead in their future, they know they'll always be Jaylene for Brian, and Brian for Jaylene. It isn't surprising that Jaylene and Brian would define their marriage as uniquely and intensely as they have defined their relationship. Their marriage is about falling in love with each other over and over again. It's about being able to laugh through all their problems. And it's not about marrying someone they can live with, but marrying someone they clearly can't live without. But we're here today not just to revel in their commitment, not just to celebrate the love between them, but also because all of us have a deep connection to them. They wanted to bring us together to celebrate friendship and family, knowing that the joy of marriage and love is also about the people who surround and support them. At their request, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the 11 of us up here. We're a little sliver of the community that they brought together this weekend. I've been friends with Jaylene, with both of them since the beginning of their relationship. I opened doors for Jaylene in Damascus when she left Brian behind. And while Jaylene was off in another country, Brian dragged me along to stand in for Jaylene on record buying And there's no replacing old friends. Sophie and Jaylene have been friends since they were 11 years old. And no one can celebrate the absurdity and fun of Jaylene better than Sophie. Jason has seen Brian through every phase of his life. Has been there when Brian was at his highest and his lowest. He is tough on him, but only because he believes in his potential and wants to see him get there. Jaylene and Brian have both been so lucky in the friends that have supported them over the years. Molly was Jaylene's Paris life partner. It was a difficult time, and Molly was there to count 100 double denims with her and giggle through all the frustrations. Maria loves Jaylene as much as Brian does. and at all times wants the best for them. And Pete over there, he keeps a warm bed for Brian in New York and is always ready with a pot of warm tea, a night in, and some elemental conversation. Marriage does not make a family makes a marriage. Gareth brings such a supportive aspect to the community they're building. He truly embraces the people in their lives. Teresa, so warm and caring, is a reminder for Jaylene to be a good big sister. And Jaylene sets a great example of responsibility and inspiration. And Jill also the person who knows about his silver holographic suit and orange and blue prom outfit and still loves him. Some newer friendships immediately take on the characteristics of a lifelong bond. Nicole, Brian's best man, is his fellow creative warrior. She's there for him 24 hours a day and keeps him true to himself and his dreams. Brian has been amazed at Cody's commitment to their friendship. He can call Cody up at 4 in the morning. Cody gives totally of himself, which is what Brian expects of people, friends, and when that happens, it really means a lot. Not standing here with us is Andy Morgan. Andy was a big-hearted, fun, caring, helpful, and jolly person. The night he died, Brian was thinking about how grateful he was to have Andy as a friend, and always thought he would be around forever. He's always close to Brian, in spirit if not in body. Of course, Brian's parents, Ron and Jerry, and Jaylene's parents, Peter and Ron, have been their best examples for commitment and devotion. They're both thankful for everything they have given them, and most importantly, the image of loving marriage they have seen. I asked the parents what they wish for their children today. Brian's parents' wish has already come true in Jaylene. They had always hoped that he would find a life partner who loved him as much as they did and helped center his life. Jaylene's parents wish that this love continues to work in mysterious ways in their lives. May it deepen as the years go by, and may love direct the entire course of your life together. Jaylene and Brion know that they have been able to maintain their relationship with the help of their friends and family. As they move forward into the next phase, they will need our support when things are difficult and are excited to share the happiness and laughter ahead.